Hello and welcome to Bible World Cup Fantasy, a review of Game Week 2, a look ahead to Match Day 3. If you have no idea how this sort of mini series works, watch my first video and I talk through how on earth I have created a team full of players that correlate with Bible passages that then allow me to do a little talk in relation to the Bible, while also looking at a team of players I'm trying to be competitive with. And in Match Day 3, I'm also looking to put together a competitive team to try and get some more points. Firstly, a review of the team. I mean, I've actually done really well this game week, considering I put together a team of semi-random players. John for Botafogo has got to be one of the highlights, getting a clean sheet against the Champions League winners of the season. Otamendi coming through with a 10-pointer against Auckland was semi-expected in a way, but to get the assist as well as the clean sheet was very nice. Trent got a clean sheet for me tonight, coming off just before they conceded, which was lovely. And then into midfield, I think here's the highlight for me. You got Bellingham on 10, which was lovely. Tackle bonus goal, clean sheet, snuck it in time with the 60th minutes. But this is a beautiful one. Lucas Ribeiro for Mahelodi Sundowns. Yeah, went through on goal, smashed in a finish, scouting bonus, captain. Lovely 20-pointer from a differential there. And then Pavlidis up front, which a lot of people had, did the business against Auckland. And I've still got tonight Erling Haaland to come. So we'll do a live, so to speak, sub in for DePaul for that one. So I'm fairly confident he's going to start after being benched in the last one. So we'll confirm the transfers there. I'm going to keep the captaincy on Lucas Ribeiro just because it was a beautiful return. And it's kind of guaranteed points as well, isn't it? It's a bit late in the day to change the captain in case it goes wrong for Haaland. So that's the team how it's got on this week. In terms of the Bible passage, arguably the most important part of the video where yeah, basically I use the excuse of this team and the points I've got and the returns I've got to do a mini preach. So the way it works is, yeah, like I said, watch the first episode for more info, but I can use one of the players who returned to inspire a short talk in relation to a Bible passage that's been inspired by the goal time slash assist time of the player. So Lucas Ribeiro, we're going to go with, who scored in the 11th minute for Sundown. Now Luke is our Book of Luke representative in the Bible. So the 11th minute, we're going to turn to Luke chapter 7. Sorry, Luke chapter 11, obviously, 11th minute, Luke chapter 11. And I'm just going to read a couple of verses from it, and I'm going to bring some Bible encouragement as to how, yeah, basically the Christian faith can genuinely change your life. And I've somehow, yeah, gone for a link from this from a fantasy football return that I do believe God is somehow in. So we're going to go with it. Here's what it says in Luke chapter 11, and I'm basically just going to simply read verses 9 and verses 10. And I'm pretty sure this is Jesus speaking in this passage. Indeed, it is. So here's what Jesus said to them, to his disciples. He said, I tell you, ask and it will be given to you, seek and you will find, knock and the door will be opened. For everyone who asks, receives, and everyone who seeks, finds, and to the one who knocks, the door will be opened. And the encouragement from Jesus here, like, is very simple. If you are to open your heart to Him, if you were to seek God with your heart, if you're to say, God, if you're real, I want to know you. And it's not just like a quick, like, God, if you're real, can you just meet with me? And then, like, that's the end of it. And if nothing happens, it's like, I just give up. It's like, no, if you really want to know God, if you really want to experience His love for you and His heart for you, knock, seek, say, God, look, if you're real, I genuinely want to know you. And often it's people who are in their brokenness that call out to God and they're like, God, like if you're real, I need you. And when God sees that from a sincere place, when he sees it from a purely wholehearted seeking place, he will come and meet with you. And I had that experience myself at a Christian festival many years ago now. And I remember my heart in that meeting was just burning for God. I was like, Jesus, I need you. I need to meet with you. I need to know your love for me. And God encountered me in the most incredibly powerful way I can even explain. It was just, I felt just the purest, deepest, strongest love in my heart that I've ever felt in my life. I felt peace that passes all understanding that the Bible talks about. I just felt contentment and peace and love in a way that I couldn't deny. Um, I couldn't deny, yeah, basically that I couldn't deny the existence of God from then on. I knew He was real. I knew He loved me, and I've lived the rest of my life, yeah, trying to do things for Him, and even like using fantasy football, a hobby of mine, using it for the glory of God, and using it to help other people to find Him, which is why I do creative videos like this to try and help you to find there is a God that loves you, that cares about you, can encounter His presence in your life. The Holy Spirit was sent to encounter those who put their faith in Jesus. And you can basically experience God's presence with you now, and one day for all eternity, you can be with the Lord Jesus. You can be in His presence, full of love, joy, peace, goodness, all of those things. Complete satisfaction and contentment that I think this world is really void from. And a little picture just to finish that I think links nicely to this is this is a really well-known painting of Jesus knocking at the door, like basically knocking at the door of our hearts. And they point, the people that analyze these pictures have pointed out that the handle is on the inside, i.e., it's not where Jesus is knocking, the handle's on the inside. And the idea is that Jesus is knocking on all of the doors of our hearts. He's a gentleman. He's not going to like batter down the door and force his way in. Like, he's not going to force people to worship him and to love him. But he's waiting there for people to call out to him. And then he will, as the Bible promises, he will come in, he will enter into our hearts, he will meet with us, he will come to know us, he will save us if we put our faith in him, if we accept his forgiveness for us on the cross. And he'll change your life for good, and he'll be with you in the good times, he'll be with you in the difficult times, and he'll give you a promise for eternity that one day you'll be in a place free from suffering with Jesus, with every other believer forever. And yeah, it's an amazing promise to have in a world that, yeah, is suffering. There's a lot of difficult things going on in the world at the moment, and life can be really tough. And I found a lot of comfort in knowing God in this life. Like I said, both presently and knowing the promise of what's to come. So that's my encouragement for you if you're watching this and you don't know Jesus. I'd encourage you to seek him, to call out to him. Maybe go along to a local church or something, and he will meet with you if you seek him with all your heart. And maybe don't give up if you said something quickly and nothing happened. Like, he wants to know you and find you, and yeah, it will change your life for the better. So that's the little talk in relation to the Bible for this video. I hope you found it encouraging. Please comment if you have any questions you'd like to ask me about it. I'd love to get back to you. And then finally, just looking ahead to match day three in relation to the team we're going to be putting forward, and in relation to the opportunities we have for another return inspired short talk from the Bible. So match day three, as mentioned in my previous video, I love it when I get exact funds in a team, like all of the money spent. It's a little bit of an OCD thing, to be fair, but I think I've been able to achieve it again. So Mbappe's injured. So Mbappe was our slightly questionable Book of Peter option for the P at the end, because there's not loads of players called Peter in this particular game. So what we're going to do is we're going to transfer him out for a player called for Atletico Madrid, if I can find him, Simeone, because Peter in the Bible used to be called Simon, and then Jesus changed his name to Peter and said, "I'm going to build my church on the rock that you're going to be, Peter." So Simon, Simeone, the Book of Peter, this guy's going to represent. And then this was a bit clutching at straws anyway, Mascherano, which to be fair, the replacement's going to clutch at straws too. He was our Matthew option because it was semi-Matthew. Again, there wasn't many good Matthew options, and this guy's been a bit of a cheap enabler starter for River Plate, sorry. I've been saying River Plate too much. So I'm going to transfer him out, and it's partially an excuse because I really want to bring in some what's the word, PSG coverage um, in the form of Douay, but also I found a bit of a loose link to the Bible to the Book of Matthew in order to cover the Matthew option in order to justify bringing him in, and these 8.2 mil, which is exact funds that I have to bring the guy in. So let's see if I can actually find him. I may have flicked past him, and this is the problem with doing this sort of thing live, isn't it? I think he's on 5 points, Um, how do we do this? Let's sort by got midfielders. Let's sort by price. That'll be much easier. Right, here we go. So we're going to slap in Dewey, and I'll show you how we're justifying him in a minute. So look, we've got exact funds, nothing left in the budget, and Dewey can represent our Matthew option because his middle name Maho, um, Matthew. It's it looks ish like Matthew, and in this game with the limited options I have for Matthew, it's enough of a justification to go for it. It gives me some PSG coverage. I've covered all of the books in the Bible with this team, with their name relations. So yeah. there's basically options for any passage to come up based on the returns we have next game week. And I also think it's a fairly competitive team again going into this game week. I haven't taken any hits with this to get two free transfers, so we'll save the team, we'll confirm our transfers, and as for the lineup, um, you tend to go for date if you. I'd like to think if you're playing this game already, you know that you bring in the players who are playing first in the game week. So we'll pop in Doué for someone who's playing later in the week, such as a Jude Bellingham. All these guys seem to be playing later. We've got a goalkeeper playing before the others. Yeah, so I think we'll probably leave it there for this team. In terms of captaincy, you always want to captain someone that plays on the sort of first game of the game week. So we'll captain Doué for now. In terms of timings. Yeah, look, he's one of the first games there. I think Doué's the strongest captain out of those three options I have to Paul, Simeone, and Doué. So we'll captain Doué. We'll lock that in. And yeah, we'll basically see how we get on, and we'll see if we can get at least one return to inspire another little short talk. That's hopefully going to encourage you if you're not a Christian, and also if you're a Christian, hopefully it encourages you in your faith. But yeah, I'll leave that there for now. I hope you appreciate the slight randomness, but the good heart behind it to help you both, yeah, find sort of meaning in life in Jesus while also a bit of related fancy football hobby, which yeah, I'm sure you have as well if you're watching this. But like I said, do like and subscribe if you found this video helpful and you'd like to tune in for more of this sort of thing. Thank you for watching if you've made it this far in particular. It's much appreciated, and most importantly, yeah, I hope you've been blessed by it. But for now, yeah, have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a good game week, assuming you're playing this game as well, and catch you on the next one.